Hey guys, what's up? I'm not excited right now. I just gotta send one more email out so I can get more people on the hangout, and then we're gonna get started. Today I'm gonna talk about how to get long-term customers. I'm gonna show you about some of the people who have helped in the past and some of the things we did back then, and then some of the stuff we're doing now, and you guys can enjoy it. Stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm gonna put you guys put an audio in the background. Just hang out and give me a few minutes. Like I said, I'm excited, man. Let's do this. I talk a lot and I talk fast. So if you guys rock with me, if you guys don't have results yet in your leads and your sales, then just listen, take notes, and do it. Cool. Give me a second, all right?
The dollar and you're like, what is this? And then you finally learn and you go through the steps and you start seeing the onion peel, and you witness this amazing community of people, and it totally pushes you to want to do more, and it pushes you to think outside your box, and that really fired me up. And the dollar or not, I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know, it was a very weird thing how it happened. It's very weird. Like, you got me really thinking about it now.
I love it. I don't know. I just found that part of the story intriguing. But anyway, well, very cool, man. So Nashville a year ago was you guys' first event. What did you guys actually? Can you share, like, what did it take for you guys to get there, and then, like, what did you actually? Did you go into the event with an expectation, or and like what happened? I really want to hear, like, kind of like what happened and what really shifted for you guys coming out of that event.
Well, I mean, like, when these events come up, people might, have excuses or things in their way, and that's kind of how it was for us. We're like, how are we going to do this? You look at your bank account or you look at your time off schedule, and, maybe things don't align, but you know what? It all comes down to just doing what it takes, whatever that is for you, and just honestly getting started and going, making that journey there. And that's what it was to us. We were determined to go there, and we did. And we pushed, and we really, went there not knowing what to expect, but we knew that it was going to be transformational. And we were both so excited going down there, listening to audios, and just plugging in still with the community, with some of the live stuff that goes on. When we were on our way down there, it was just awesome to really have that and know that your breakthrough is here and not at the next time. You know what I mean? Like, if you're always letting those excuses in your way, it's just pushing that next time off where you have to face those obstacles. And that's what we did. We just bust through them, and we did our thing to get there.
Well, the biggest thing we did was we bought our tickets ahead of time when we made the commitment that we were going to go to all the events. And we bought our tickets ahead of time, and we've done that ever since. So we buy them the second they go on sale, and we don't think about how we're going to get there. We don't give that any thought until we just know that everything is going to fall into place one way or another. But the main thing is that when you set forth your mind that you're going to go do something, you will do it. It's the in-between you don't have to worry about. So if there's anything we could tell anyone, is get your tickets ahead of time, and don't think of how you're gonna get there. Just know that you want to get there, and life will fall into place beautifully the way you hope it would to. And our first event, we drove. It was supposed to be a 16-hour ride, but I think we were in the car for 22 after a couple times pulling over to sleep or something. And the event was really, coming out of it is when we really truly understood what it is that we're doing here, why we're here. And there's nothing like experiencing the people who touch your heart for the very first time on stage. For us, it was G and Justin, and they just do a beautiful job at really getting you to understand and feel why it is that you're there. Everyone on stage, all the leaders in Power Network, they give you the hope and the drive to fulfill your dreams and to keep moving forward and pushing forward. And the community is who is there supporting us in every step of the way, because when we first got started, there were people who were not supportive of these changes or these different things in our lives. And a lot of people listening right now are, maybe experiencing that right now, or maybe you don't understand, or maybe you've been doing this for a little while and there's still people who don't understand. That doesn't matter. What matters the most is that you understood. And when Micah started, and I wasn't involved. I mean, I just saw him getting up earlier for work and staying up later, just being super focused and really excited. And the way he presented it to me is like, I don't know what I'm doing, but all I know is that we can live our dreams. And that's all he had to say is, my goal is to have us together all the time, and we can do that with this. And I'm like, really? How? And so I started listening, and all it took was just one day to listen. And
going to that event, and you asked about our intention as well. It's for us as a couple, we knew we were in store for an amazing transformation. So just knowing that going somewhere and you're going to experience something amazing, a shift within, that was the biggest thing that really excited us. And we got to do it together. We got to go together, and as a couple, we got to experience a huge shift. And I got to experience a big shift in Michelle because I was plugged in more at the beginning, and then when she went to the event, it was like boom. As we were talking earlier, we both fast forward like a few months. She fast forward a few months, and even me a few months, because of just us being together and being able to plug in with people, with each other, with everything going on.
A big part of our success has been working together, and sorry, you're going to say something, Michael?
No, keep going.
Oh, you're just saying we're together.
Oh yeah, no, just and I know at the beginning I was, I support Mike in what he wants to do as a spouse, and we were newly married. How could I not come into it not supporting something he wants to do? It's not who I am anyway. But I started getting really mad about his time away, especially on Saturdays, because that was like my only day off, and he's like, he's like, I have this hangout and this and that, and I started getting just mad about time, and he kept telling me, but don't worry, we're working on it. Like, I'm not seeing it, and then, and then it just came about, it became about being there and being present, just as you're supposed to. Go to the events, attend everything. I was listening every Monday night in Power Hour. I mean, we were so just moving forward, but the event is really like what just sets everything in, everything that you're doing, everything you've been listening to, the faces you've been seeing, you start getting to meet these people.
All right, guys, we're starting soon. I guess I'm gonna start right now, to be honest. So I hope you get as much value as you guys can from these audios. I mean, from this, from that audio and from this video. Right now, I'm gonna go into a thing called Get Response, and a lot of us know that this is some of you who don't know, this is an email marketing responder. And well, I'm just gonna go and send an email out to people so they could get on this hangout. And if you have people also that you would like for them to learn the stuff that I'm teaching, just get them on the hangout. You can send them the same link that I sent you. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. So yeah, just give me your patience here, guys. Got you to lay back, relax, but pay attention, guys. This is gonna change your life. So just relax, though. Be in a comfortable state. And today I'm gonna show you about some long-term stuff. Like I've been in business for quite a while now, like almost 8 years. And I've been through different businesses. I've been through multi-level marketing companies. I've been through businesses like eBay and businesses like offline also. So I've had the experience. I've never quite made more than like $600 in a day. I definitely also at that time when I made that, I was working really hard on the internet. Like I would work all day and all night, and I would not have any time freedom like the one that I have now, and the one that I'm shooting for every day, and the one that I help other people learn about. Also, I didn't have I didn't have time with my family. I didn't have time with anybody like that. So it became more like a burden. It became more like a burden. So I had to look at books like 4-Hour Work Week, and other books. Like I went to other events like the Millionaire Mind Intensive by T. Harv Eker. I went to those things, and they helped me a lot because they showed me that you can actually simplify your systems, and then you can have so you can simplify your systems, and then you can have more time freedom because you can automate things. I'm also in this other company called Empower Network, and then they're showing me how to automate things, how to outsource things and track your stuff, right? So you don't have to be on the internet all day long, okay? And sometimes it's better because look, if you think about it, someone who works all day long and makes like $600 a day, or what if it was $6,000 a day, and he works all day long, no time with his family, and then he goes out to eat somewhere really expensive, spends all his money, and then like he has like a like he live in like in, let's say, New York City, right? But he doesn't enjoy his house, he doesn't enjoy the stuff he has, he's always working, so he's like a workaholic. Versus somebody who travels the world wherever they want to go, and wherever they go, they can afford the food because it's even less expensive. Because where some places, different places in the world are less expensive, and you can even plan it that way. That way, wherever you go, you could eat less. I mean, you could eat for less because most places like Brazil or like Colombia or something like that, it's less to money for food. So so yeah, just think of it that way, and then what do you call it? Who has more freedom? Because that guy works, the guy who's going to Colombia and all these places for less food. Let's just say that for an example. That guy has, how do I put it? He has a system set up that he only works about 2 hours a day, maybe less. So that guy who works 2 hours a week versus the guy who works 80 hours a week, I'd rather be the guy who works 2 hours a week, who's around the world, who's eating food, a lot of good food, and doing what he loves to do, spending time with his family, with his friends, doing what he likes to do, still taking care of his business and responsibilities and bills throughout his whole entire lifetime with simple systems, versus the guy who for his whole entire lifetime until he retires, he's working all day long, not spending time with his family, not traveling, not doing what he wants to do, you know, not going to the gym, working out, not making music. If you're into music, I like making music, you know, things like that. So it's up to you which one you want to be. I'm going to show you how to be the guy with the 2 hours of 2 hours of work a day. Like my wife, she only works 2 hours a week a day, and she's building her business. I tell her, when you're starting your business, you should work a little bit more, because you can actually build more systems and get farther. And then once you get to a certain point, maybe like to a certain point in your financial income, maybe to a certain point in your systems, that you can actually well, I'm influencing her right now, and then when she does that, I gave her some more things to do so she could do it, so she started doing it. But when she does that, that gives her more money and more time freedom, because you're set at the beginning, you got to kind of like do a little bit more, and then after a while you get that result, you know. So that's kind of what I'm going to go over today, guys. Mainly how to do that and get long-term customers, because I believe that I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. I remember when I first had this dream, it was like a little boy, like in the movie, like, you know, when he puts his headphones on, he just dazes out, and I was like the star of the show. Like, I know that's how you are in your movie. So I'm gonna talk to you like that, because you guys have a dream and you guys want to achieve it. And I respect you for that, because I want to achieve my dreams too. I would just dream about having freedom. Like, I was like, I'm so tired. I used to have my own place, and I was like, I'm so tired. I mean, like, I used to have my own place with my ex, and I'm like, I'm so tired of this, you know, paying bills that I can't afford anymore. Like, I was going, like, it was falling down on me. I was collapsing, and I was like financially, sometimes I don't have any energy because I would just be working, and I didn't have a good relationship because I'm not with that girl no more. So I was always just like unhappy, and I was like, I just dreamed about having a business that could make me money, like when I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about bills, and I still have the dream to make it bigger. And now my dream is to make it for you guys, you know, because you guys should deserve it. You guys really, really deserve it. I can't tell you enough how happy I am. Really, really, really happy. I want to serve you, give you the stuff that you need. But I need to tell you that I'm very forgiving of people, because I know that most of the time you guys are going to take this stuff. Some of you guys are going to take this stuff and you're not going to do anything with it. Some of you guys are going to take this stuff and you guys are going to make some stuff with it, but you're not going to follow through. Some of you guys are going to follow through with this stuff, but you're not going to be as consistent. And then some of you are going to be consistent and follow through and get really major results. And the last guy is the one I want to make you. But out of all you guys, there's only a couple of you that's going to do that. So my objective is to help all of you, you know, become that guy that is being consistent and follow through. That's my goal, because I believe in you. And it's not as hard as it seems. And maybe at the beginning, you got to grow yourself into a person that can actually, wake up every morning and go do what he has to do. Once you get that going, like, it's easy. It's like walking 1, 2, 3. Like, I don't know if I want you to think about a sport you're good at or something you're good at in life, and ask yourself right now. Like, I'm asking you right now, were you that good like all your life? The answer is probably no, because you probably worked at it, over a period of time. And this is just the same thing, but the rewards are phenomenal. Just think about it. When you're in school, like, all you thought about was like, what are we gonna go to college to do, to make money, to do this? Years of our life, guys, like years of our life, our whole entire life pretty much has been pointing direction that we didn't want to do. And now you have the ability to change it, and you have the power. That's the way I see it. You have the power right now to change this stuff and to do what you got to do. So let me see what I can pull up here. I want to talk about some stuff too. So you got to be good with people, first of all. You got to be with good people. You got to know how to, how to make friends, influence people, like the book, make memories with people, like, based, like, if they buy something from you and they like it, that's a memory. Say the right words at the right time with people. Post a testimonial of someone who did good. Let people know that they're good. Let people know that. Listen to people based on what they're telling you. These are all notes that I got right here from a guy named John Maxwell. I just like to point them out because I use a lot of resources in my work, and I encourage you to do the same, because you're not gonna grow without resources. Like, if you're in any sport, like a football sport, would you play without a helmet? Would you go play without the pads? No, you need the equipment, guys. Even if you're the strongest, baddest, or like the smartest player, you're gonna get hit eventually, and you're gonna get hurt if you don't have the right equipment. So here in this business, let me put it another way. I go in, I'm mad, impulsive sometimes. In this business, if you don't do that, it's gonna hurt you. All right. So, yeah. Let me see what else I can get you for you right here. So some of the results I've gotten with other people, I used to work at Hot 97, and keep that in mind right there. Just give me a quick second. I didn't eat anything all day, so I just got like a quick piece of Spam. But look, I used to work at 97, and then after that, I realized I didn't want to do that no more, because the person who I was going to become isn't the person who I want to be. So I said, I'll be walking around, right, guys? So I said, what can I do now that will give me the rewards I want? Because I'm like, yo, I like to make music, right? I like to make music. I like to do business, to meet new people, but I didn't want to be that person that they were becoming. But I didn't want to do business, so I took on this thing to do social media strategies, right? I was doing social media for people like Dougie Fresh and other names. I'm not gonna mention names right now, but I did stuff for people, and then for people. Nah, I did stuff for just some people weren't like famous, some people were, and you might be doing this too. And sometimes they pay us nothing. Sometimes they pay us almost nothing because you're new, you don't have the experience, so they kind of like use and abuse you a little bit. That's just the way the business world is sometimes. But unless you stand up for yourself and take action and build something, and then let people know what you're worth. So so I started doing that. I left that, started building a company called Empower Network. I'm still in Empower Network, but through Empower Network, I built several other companies. I rebuilt my music production business from social media, but now I call it Make Your Legacy, which you're on right now. And all I'm focusing right now is building you, giving you the latest strategies and building you. Sort of what I learned in Power Network. This is a little different because Power Network could be a little bit more expensive. They probably show up to like $3,000, and I can't have you guys pay that right now because some of you guys don't have that money. Some of you guys only have like in your pocket, in your bank account, no more than like $500 or something. So you $100 a product to change you to make you double that amount in your bank account over time, or even if you really work hard, you could go up to like a lot more money. There's a lot of people who can do that. So that's why my product is less, because I want you guys to be able to use it. My products are just simply social media likes and followers and comments and stuff. And we're gonna take out ebooks on strategies to use for email marketing, to use for almost anything you can think of about the latest, right? We're gonna have trainings like this every day. And with that said, that's what I did. That's what I have. I'll give you guys how you guys can get started later. But I really focused on growing people. I noticed the people I was helping, they were growing a lot. I didn't know I could do that for somebody. I thought I would give them a product and they go their own way. See you later, because I've always been an employee. I didn't know the back end of stuff that happens to customers with the CEOs, the customers' testimonials of the company. I didn't know any of that stuff because really the team doesn't always tell you this stuff wherever you work at. They kind of keep it to themselves sometimes. They don't tell you, but they don't put you in on it. Even if you are like at the top, they might not tell you everything that's going on. Like I was a really good producer in a company recently, and they didn't tell me all the extra stuff that really was powerful. You know, like they don't really tell you that. So, but here, I'm gonna show you the latest resources, how you can have long-term customers. And one of the ways of doing it is doing what I'm doing right now, which is a strategy. All I'm doing is telling stories online. All I'm doing is getting to know you, to connect with you, and you know, telling you about my history. And that's a strategy you can use with people when you're trying to get them in your business. It's good for them to know where you come from and what you did, so that way they know that you're who you are and stuff. And you know, you have everything inside you to succeed right now. You have everything inside you because I literally, like I said, I believe in you. So I'm going to be speaking a lot about beliefs, guys, because I believe you're powerful. But you have everything inside of you to do what you want to do, to achieve what you want to achieve. And just think about it on a bigger level. What can you do if you just start focusing on yourself, put aside the BS, and then take action every day, every day, every day. You start getting more results, and then but stay focused and never give up. You'll go so far, guys. You know what I'm saying? You go really far. But you have to keep focused, and you can't let other people tell you what to do. Like you can't let other people who don't know what they're talking about tell you what to do. Listen to the people who know what they're talking about. Because I'm always listening to the people upstairs. Right now, I'm talking to people downstairs, the people who don't know anybody yet, who don't know how to do anything yet. I'm letting you know they're all out there. They're ready to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? People are already out there to talk to you, to be your customer, to be your business associate, your business partner. So yeah, guys, you could do that. Here's the funny part. Maybe before you were thinking like, hey, I can't do this because of so-and-so reason. I can't become a business person because of so-and-so reason. Like then you could do this. I see you doing it, and it took you like a while, but I might have took me like what, like from 7 years until now, I've had plenty of other businesses. I've made money, I've failed, but I've always learned things, you know? I've never been in a position for longer than like 2 years where I started teaching people. Like for the past 2 years, I've been teaching people what I've done about the past 2 years. On and off, not so hard, more hard now, but before that, I was just kind of like just doing stuff, you know, and whenever I failed, I'd have to get another job. But always keeping going as an entrepreneur does. Because if you meet entrepreneurs, you'll know that not every single entrepreneur is successful. Some of them have jobs on the side, and that's okay. There's a book called Retire Young and Rich, or no, Before You Quit Your Job by Robert Kiyosaki. He says, before you quit your job, know the expectations you need in your business so you can actually quit your job and be successful. So being in a job is not really like the worst thing that you can do, you know, like for real. That's not the worst thing you can do, being in a job if you're just starting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have to do that. It's better than going bankrupt. Once you get a little money saved up and you get some time freedom for yourself where you could be in your own house and do what you gotta do for your business, like myself right now, I gotta rip the door. It's the mailman. I gotta drop off some packages. Watch this. Watch this. See these packages? I'll tell you about them later. That's it. You know what I mean? 3 packages gone yesterday. My wife and I made like $200 together, doing like nothing. We didn't even work till nighttime, but we made it in the morning. You know, so that's good. We made money for our businesses and for ourselves, and so we put that into stock and stuff. You know, we did business stuff with it, and we paid ourselves after. So I made passive income. You know, right there. That's what I'm talking about. When you get the time to just crunch it out and start working on yourself and your business, it's like you could breathe now. When you didn't think you could breathe before, now you can breathe. You know what I'm saying? Woo. I believe in you, like I said. I got these techniques that I'm going to show you that's going to change the way you believe and think. Why? Because just imagine when you go to church, they don't say, hey, learn the whole Bible and then you'll be saved. No, they'll say, just say you believe in Jesus Christ and that he died on the cross to save our sins. Bam, you can be baptized now. You can be a Christian. You can be a believer. That's all they say. So I'm here telling you, you don't have to know everything in the book for you to become successful at this stuff. You know, you don't have to know. All you really have to know is that you believe in yourself. And you're going to do whatever it takes to get the goals that you want. Bam. You are an entrepreneur. That's all I'm trying to say. Right? And well, I have some other people that you can help you with changing your beliefs are people like Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins. There's a really cool website on Google. If you put on Google the keywords, put top personal development leaders of 2015. No, just put top personal development leaders. And that's it. The top personal development leaders. And you're going to get Jim Rohn, you're going to get Anthony Robbins, you're going to get a whole bunch of people. Like, you're going to get legends like Napoleon Hill. And then just by getting their names, and if you use the internet correctly, go on YouTube, copy and paste those names into YouTube, and a whole list of personal development videos are going to pop up, and you're going to be able to listen to them while you work out. You could download them or something if you have the right tools, and then you could work out with them. You know, you could be. It's like they're your mentors all the time. You're always listening to them. Why do you need this? Because you've been trained for years to do something else that's not what you want to do. So you need to continue this path, and you need help. Everybody needs help. You need coaches, you need mentors, you need teachers and trainers and leaders and preachers, and you need to know how to sell and recruit. You know, you need to know all this stuff. Therefore, all right, guys. So look, therefore, guys, you got to keep bringing people to these things. You got to bring more and more people to these things. All right. There's never enough people to teach. You know, there's never enough people to get the word out. There's always more people you can teach. So, yes, that's what we're doing here. That's how you solve that problem to get long-term customers. Because if people look at you and they say, hey, this guy's going to be in business for like 2 months and he's going to leave, do I really want to do business with this guy? But if they look at you and say, hey, this guy's going to be doing business forever, like this is his goal, this is his career, they're going to buy stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? They will. They're going to buy stuff from you. So So this is what you want to do. Start thinking long-term about your business and about how you treat others about your in your business. You know, how you teach others who want to be part of your team. And you know, always rethink, always know that there's newer strategies out there. You know, there's newer strategies out there that you can use, that you can use to benefit you. And that's really the way how you keep long-term customers, keep them happy. You know, keep them believing in themselves. You know, like, you ever seen a product on the TV that has nothing to do with the product? I mean, a commercial on the TV that's nothing to do with the product, but it makes them feel good. Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's kind of what business is. You want to make people feel good, but it's not. It's no longer. People think of it like it's manipulative. I trust me, I used to think that too. But that's how you sell. Now, if you're selling an illegal product or something malfunctioning, now that is bad. But if a product works and if it fits the rules and standards of an industry, and the commercial has nothing to do with that stuff, it's just business, and it's just one way of marketing. It's a strategy of believing in people, that people could have a better lifestyle, people could have a better, you know, dream. And I was just telling my wife earlier. I was just telling you guys earlier about her business and how the mailman just came up, so I gave him the packages. So delivery service, how we got passive income yesterday, you know, and if we continue going like that, because I always think long term. Is a book that says never leave a business until you're a millionaire, and then when you're a millionaire, sell your business if you want. You don't have to. Don't ever stop. Just keep building. So yeah. Give me a second. I'll pull something else up here. There's never enough things to say about this, guys, really, because there's so much personal development stuff I could give to you. There's so many strategies that you can learn, but the truth is that you just got to pick a couple of strategies and work them, because like, as a team player, we're here to enlarge you, right? Enlarge what you think is possible, your paranormal. So how you do that? By giving you like multiple strategies, and you start realizing that this stuff is kind of the same things always, but now that you have different strategies that work, you're like, oh, okay, I get this. And you get the one, and you focus on the ones that work, because a leader focuses. A leader has team players who always enlarge the vision. They're always enlarging it for people, enlarging it. But it's the leader, and I'm making you the leader of your business, because that's what I'm here for, you know. I may be like leading you into and influencing you to do more. So I'm being like a team player for you, but you need to focus on a couple of things, on a couple of personal development things, and always teaching others back, you know, always giving them, empowering them to do more. And that's what, and I'm talking about your customers and your team if you're in a multi-level marketing, you know, or your staff if you have outsourcers. Cool. I would take notes. I always take notes from people who know more than I do, and I study them, right? Because if I want to get further in life, I gotta start being more. So some of the problems you guys face is that you guys always some of the problems that some of you may face is that sometimes you guys hop from thing to thing. You guys never stay still. Like I said, it's important for you to stay in a business until you become a millionaire and never quit, because most people aren't consistent. Most people don't train every day, and most people don't get sales every day. As you go higher in the rank, you'll see people who do great stuff like that, and they make a lot of money. But if you're starting out, most people in that world, they're not making much money, and that's okay. Robert Kiyosaki says that that's all right. You know, we all have to go through a process like that. It'd be crazy to think that anybody could just jump in here and make $1 million. Like that's, or anybody could just jump here and start making money like that. You know, from time to time you get a select few, and sometimes they actually already been practicing beforehand. But it's crazy to believe that anybody just walks in here to a training like this and gets some strategies and some feedback, that they're just going to start getting results instantly. It takes time, guys. You got to keep coming to these events. You got to keep building your business every day. You know, you got to keep reading and listening to things that are going to inspire, motivate you, and may help you make better results in your business all the time. You know, there's other things that I have in my email autoresponder for free that you can get started right now and run through like a fast start process to get you getting results in your business if you're consistent. Some of them is building your business daily, marketing and sales. Some of them is reading and listening to Inner Circle audio daily so you can be able to know what works and what doesn't. And if you have a team, you can inspire him or her to always keep pushing and to always keep because that's a skill. Really, that's a skill to always be pushing people, helping people look beyond themselves, and then always giving them new strategies and the new, and always keeping them growing to the next level. To be honest, that's a skill that the good leaders have in themselves for their team. Like CEOs have this for their team. You know, you always got to be influencing them. You know, it's not always. And look, and everything else you can outsource. Everything else you can outsource. You don't. If somebody does something better than you, outsource it. If somebody does something as good as you, only by 80%, and say you're better than them by 20%, outsource it. You need time to think about the other things, like I'm talking about right now. You need time instead to build others. You need time to be there for people, to motivate them, to they have any questions, you know, to help them. You need time for that stuff. You know, you need time to give them the latest strategies. You need time to think and sit down and think about where to go next. You know, you need time to think about all of that. And if you're working all the time, copying and pasting stuff for your business, or like doing tasks that don't really give you the highest value that you're supposed to have, so you outsource that. But you instead help out everyone else in the tree. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go over influence later on in the day, and then I'm gonna go over team building before that. But right now, I'm gonna just going. How do you keep long-term customers, guys? How do you do that? How do you just you know, how do you do it? One way is bringing people here to these hangouts, making value for them all the time. And then doing it consistently over a period of time. People go to these hangouts, they bring their friends, they learn stuff, you know, they trust you. And that's one way. And if you're consistent, you can do that. Another way is just shooting videos and putting them on Facebook, or like branding photos and putting them on Twitter, or even like making audios and putting them on SoundCloud, you know. And you could even blog. Blogging is very powerful. I talk about that in my Fast Start. You could blog and people could read it, you know. And if you notice, I just gave you an example for a different example for different social media sites, but every social media site can handle the different example. Like Facebook can handle articles, images, pictures. Articles, images, videos, and the whatever else, you know. Twitter can do the same. And then you could do all four. You could do massive value in every single marketplace. You go find the people that you need, the target market, wherever they're at. You know, what are they thinking about? What do they eat? Where do they hang out? What do they read? What do they watch on TV? You know, go find out where they are and give them value, guys. Solve their problems. Some of those guys, they don't have any marketing education. They think they're gonna get rich by doing nothing, but they believe in themselves. Like I said, you go to church, you don't have to read the whole Bible. You just believe that Christ died on the cross and he saved you. Here, you don't have to like do everything. All you gotta do is believe in yourself. And I'm here to help that guy or the kid to grow and get past that obstacle. That's like literally my main source of motivation, to help the person right under me that does nothing, that he wants to work though, he wants to listen, he wants to do it, you know. That's my main source, and it's very easy. You just gotta believe in yourself, you know. And for a long period of time, like I'm talking about a belief that's so massive that it surpasses anything else in your life, you know, because right now what you're doing in your life is not working. So you need to make a new self-image. You need to just change it, who you are and who you believe yourself to be, literally 1,000%, and then you'll be successful. You know, you have to, how do I say, there's a story, right? That there's a guru and there's a guy, and the guy wants to learn from the guru. Sounds familiar, right? So then the guy says to the guru, hey, you know, I want to be successful. How do I do it? I want to be like you. And the guru said, all right, meet me at the ocean, you know, at the beach in the shore at 5 a.m. in the morning. Or I think he's at 4 a.m. in the morning. And the kid's like, 4 a.m.? He's like, you want to be successful? He's like, yeah, I want to be successful. So he goes to the seashore, to the shore at 4 a.m. And then the kid's like, all right, I'm here, Mr. You know, the guru to the guru. And the guru's like, oh, you made it. Awesome. And then yeah, he says, go out to the middle of the ocean up to where like the water reaches your ankles. And the kid goes, and the water reaches his ankles. And he says, you know, go a little farther. And then the kid goes a little farther. And then he says, you know what? Keep going. And the kid goes, wait, I'm gonna go way too far. He goes, keep going. So he keeps going. And then when he's kind of swimming his way and floating on the water, the guru who's right next to him pushes his head down so far down in the water, the kid is splashing and like kicking and trying to get out, and the guru's just holding him down, like not letting him get out. Almost kind of messed up, but finally he lets him go, and the kid gets up and gasps for air. Like the kid's like, oh my God, like he's angry even, like the guy did that to him. But the guru says to him, when you were underwater, what did you want the most? He said, I just wanted to breathe. He's like, I still want to breathe. He's trying to catch his air. And then he says, exactly. So when you want to be successful, and if you'll be successful, you're going to have to want to breathe. You're going to want to have that success as bad as you wanted to breathe right then and there. You know, he's basically said that if you want to be successful, you're going to have to want it as much as you wanted fresh air when you were underwater, almost about to drown. Because that's how I felt, to be honest, when I started. I was like overwhelmed with all of this stuff that I'm swimming through, trying to get my head out in the platforms and trying to see like if people can see, trying to get to as many people as you want. And the truth is, you don't need to have that many people to make money. Listen to you, like these guys in the hip hop industry, they have like millions of people, and that's okay, that's cool. But in business, it's a little different. In music, they listen to your music, and then you might have a group of fans that are really popular. But in business, you need people to actually do what you're telling them to do. So it becomes a little bit more influential now than anything else, because money is like oxygen. You need money, right? So all I'm trying to say, guys, is that I believe in you. I got some motivational tips. I got some success tips, some strategies, and I'm here for you. I'm going to teach you how to build teams, how to have influence with them, how to have front-end products in your business, and how to, you know, make upsells. And I'm going to teach you that in the next webinar. I'm going to teach you influence about that in the next webinar. In this webinar, I'm still focusing on how to get long-term customers. And everything I just told you right then and there proves to you that I know what I'm talking about. So listen up. I got to pull out something right here. So take some notes on that, man. I'll be right back. So yeah, guys, I'm just making some coffee. But there's so much I want to tell you. I can't even begin. I'm having trouble trying to find out what's the best thing to tell you. But I just realized I think a lot, right? And I make decisions quickly. So I just made the decision. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just give you whatever I feel right now. It's your responsibility to keep coming to these webinars and get the most out of me. You know, get the most juice out of me, if you want to call it. Because I'm here for you. I'm here to get, metaphorically speaking, to let all out, to let all out. You know, let it all out, because I want you to grow. I want you to build your business. I really do. And that's what my company is all about. You know, a couple of years ago, I didn't think I'd have a company that could teach others how to build businesses. You know, so I asked myself, how can I do that now? Because that's actually a dream. And I said, okay, well, who's going to listen to me? How much results do I have? You know, so I said, all right, cool. I may not be like at the top of them, like a millionaire. I may not be $100,000 earner, but I do have results on the internet. I do make money, and I do get leads, and well, I could teach you how to do that, because when I started, it took me a long time before I even learned how to make a lead. I didn't even know what I could do, even if I got the lead. So after I did that, I had to learn sales, and I'm like, how do I do that? I'm like, finally I make a sale. I'm like, yes, I made a sale. I'm like, I gotta do all of that again to get a sale? I was like, no way. This is, bro. I'm like, no way. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I was just kidding myself, because I know I was gonna do it. But you know, you talk like that when you're mad. But I learned you could do systems, and that changed my life, guys. That's gonna be one of the major things I'm gonna talk to you. I learned that you can make systems, not only systems that automate like what you do without you being there, but systems with people that you can train people and put them in positions like a team, and they can all work for you. Kind of like how a church is built. You know how there's like a pastor, there's people that help the pastor, there's an organization that made that church, and that organization is making other churches all over the world, you know? So once I realized that, I'm like, yeah, right. I could just duplicate what I did all over the world on the internet. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. So you guys got to listen. Listen, right? And then go work out or something, and then go work these things out. All right? My coffee's ready. So, anywho, let me, like I said, I was pulling up something here for you guys, because I'm going to teach you something specifically. Babe, that's it. It's over for them. I'm gonna be online every day. That's it. They're done. They're gonna get results whether they like it or not. That's it. It's game over for them. Well, I don't want to get results. And they end up with a result anyway. These are too little. They still, and then they get like 6 sales the next day. One thing we gotta learn, guys, is that we gotta stop complaining. Complaining doesn't get you anywhere. So there's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire's Mind. He says, stop complaining. Stop blaming other people for your responsibilities. Stop blaming people in general. This isn't a blame game. You can't be right and rich at the same time. Stop condemning people, judging people, making them giving people burdens that aren't real to them, you know, because the karma's gonna get you back if you do that. That sucks for you. All right? So don't do that. You know? So some of the cool people you could study are like Jordan Belfort from Wall Street. Well, from Wall Street, he has a great training program. You know, he went through a whole process before, like that. He was like a druggie and all that, but he went to rehab and he's better now. And now he's teaching people all over the world, which is definitely very useful to people, and it makes people like him again, because it's very useful. Some people around the world. He has a program called the Straight Line Sales Tutorial on YouTube, and it's like 7 videos, and they're all like together. It's like 7 hours, so you can use that for your business. And if you study them, you can use that for your business. Get some presentation skills, get some closing skills. Another person you can study is like Zig Ziglar. He's a personal development guy, but he's also a sales guy. He's a real big guy on attitude. His attitude is always contagious. He's always contagious when he talks to you. He just makes you want to like, make you want to like just listen to him. And Who else can you get? There's a couple. There's another guy. He's like a bald guy. I don't forget his name. He has like a sales tutorial, and many people that look like experts, they're there and they got tutorials, you know, and they're like recognized by people who are experts. So you could study them also. Another guy is what's that guy's name? You're gonna lower that, right? Okay. So another guy's name is let me know also if I'm speaking too loud or whatever, because I know you're watching the movie, so, and I'm here, different rooms, you know. So the other guy is what's his name? Oh, Sandler. I forget his first name. He has like a training series, a couple of audios. I have him also. I'm probably gonna give you guys some audios as well. So Sandler, and yeah, the things I'm gonna show you today is a guy who I work for, not for, but I work with. I'm building an empire. His name is David Wood, and his team is a lot of people on his team that are making millions of dollars. They'll have great value to offer. So I'm gonna be teaching some of that stuff also, because I am part of that company. And then there's other guys you can look. There's a strategy that I made up for my life. For whenever I want to learn something, I call it the tools and resources strategy, where I find a subject that I want to learn, and in that subject, I'll look for more information on the subject. I'll look for the philosophy behind the subject. I'll look for for more strategies so I can learn some more skill sets based on the subject. I call it the information philosophy strategy skills, IPSSS, and then I look for the background of this stuff that I'm learning, right? And this is like a mastery process. I look for the background of the subject, right? And then I look for like the history about it, but then I look for laws that work within that subject, so I know that I'm doing it right between the laws, which is not a bad idea, right? And then I look for some more principles in the subject, things that make that thing work. And of course, I go more into strategy again, and then I go into formulas, some cool formulas. Like a formula for mindset is mindset plus performance times skill set equals results. So how you think and plus how you act times what you already know how to do, your skill set, will equal you results. Okay? So I look for formulas like that. I look for new techniques, new tactics, right? I go into in my head, it becomes like a trance, like a hypnotic trance, and I'm thinking, what is always going on? What are the most influential people in that subject talking about? What is the energy that is flowing from all of this stuff they're talking about? And I call that the trance, and that's how I teach. So yeah, and I also make like that. Like I went to a peak potential seminar. They give you these like a list of declarations you can say out loud. Some of them he says are kind of corny, and they are kind of corny. But if you want to be successful, you gotta be a little corny sometimes. Like I used to be Mr. Cool, but hanging out with the wrong people in life, you know. And I could still be cool and do this, but what I'm trying to say is that some of the stuff that you think is not cool and you're not doing is probably the reason why you're not getting results yet. You gotta be open to everything. You gotta open your mind up. You know, I'm a dad now. Some of the stuff that I thought was whack and cool is actually pretty awesome. I'm like, and I used to make fun of that stuff when I was in high school. So I'm like, you know, this is just, you gotta change the way you think completely. Like I said, you gotta have a transformation in your whole life for your business to actually take off in a direction, in that new direction that you planned, that you saw, that you envisioned, but you just don't know how. I'm telling you how. Transform your life, and then be that new person right now who you have to be to get that result. So that information, philosophy, strategy, skills, blah, 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 formulas, you know, trance technique, that strategy that I use is called the tools and resources strategy. And it's actually what I base all my prime personal development stuff on, and how I find my information to learn better. Because when I'm around people, and if I talk this with people, I'm talking value with people, you know, talking straight value. So for me, it's important for me to be that kind of person that I'm just always talking value. So think about that, how you can apply it to sales. Think about how you can apply that to marketing. excuse me, to branding. Just keep being passionate about yourself, right? Keep being passionate about what you're doing. You're gonna hit a point where you're gonna get so creative. Guys, that ideas will start flowing out to you, and you'll just feel so special. But then you're gonna get to another level where you're gonna get really, really creative, and you'll start doing those things that you imagine in your life. And then you're gonna hit another level where you get so creative that you know what you're doing while you're doing it, and you're like, all this other stuff, I just gotta get other people to do it because this is small stuff now. I gotta focus on the big stuff. So I gotta get people on my team that are up to that level in life where to them, that thing that's not so good for me anymore, to them, that's the thing they've been looking for. They're passionate about that. So you want them in that position because that's where they belong. And if you have them in your team, you got a good team. You know what I'm saying? And when I say team, you could think customers even. You could think staff members. You could think customers even, because the customer keeps coming to you over and over again for your value. And well, they are part of it in a way. They are sort of a team. I was posting this thing on Twitter really quick. Actually, I'm not gonna post that. No, I'll post it. Yeah, guys, it's you guys are doing good. If you guys are coming to these audios and you're listening to them, you guys are doing good. Trust me. Some people are not even taking action. My main thing, guys, to be honest, is how I've been taught. And my main thing is really oh, no wonder. Always that thing. And my main thing is that, like, guys, you're gonna hit failures. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot let that get in the way of what you want to do. You know what I'm trying to say? You cannot let that get in the way of what you want to do. If you do, you're not better than anybody else. You gotta be the best in business. You know what I'm saying? To be the best. Cool. And yeah, so like later on today, some of the stuff I gotta do, I'm in the process of building I already have my product for you guys. I'm gonna let you know what it is later, but it's with every product you'll unlock also, this is my gift to you, which I work really hard. I'm gonna work really hard on. I always work hard on this stuff because this is how I work myself. It's personal development, and not only personal, but business growth. And I'm gonna give it to you. And some of the major stuff that you really, really need, you're gonna unlock it when you buy up to a certain product. And remember, it's a gift. It's not what you're paying for. You're paying for the product. My gift to you is the more you buy, the better value I'll give you. So yeah, and I gotta make that happen. I'm gonna use a thing called Hootsuite, and Hootsuite I'm actually gonna put up like every day, like 10 posts a day to different websites, like Twitter, Facebook, all social media stuff. And you guys are gonna see a lot of this value that I'm gonna give. And I'm talking about it now because just letting you know now that it's gonna happen. And I gotta work on it. But more importantly, I gotta work on this. I gotta work on giving you guys value. I gotta work on being here for you guys, so you guys can learn something, right? So you guys can be here live. It's like my store. You guys are in my store, And in my store, we teach. And if you want more products based on what we teach, I got you. And yeah, so just keep coming to these things. The importance of getting leads. Baby, can you come over here real quick? Oh, come here. Stand right here. Let them know. This is my wife.
Hi.
Let them know the importance of getting leads.
Well, without leads, you don't get customers. The customers are the people that you sell to. Leads aren't necessarily your customers. They're people who are interested in buying your product. So the more leads you have, the better you have in getting sales conversions and people who will be following you more. And in turn, you'll get more sales.
That's cool. That's cool. So tell them like real quick, like, because some people here, they want to get long-term customers, and like they'll look to somebody like you for like influence, because you've helped people. To like your sister, you helped her get a new job with internet marketing. She made money, right, with a certain strategy. But strategies change all the time, and we're always giving out new strategies to new people. Like I gave you new strategies based off of what we're doing, and I've also helped people. So that's what we call influence. We're gonna go over that later, guys. But right now, just tell them like in an influential way, like what can they do now to like get leads.
To
get leads. Yeah, to get leads.
Well, what platform?
Well, these are new guys. These are like, I'm talking to maybe like the guy who maybe never got a lead in his life, to like the guy who maybe only got like 100 in his life. So whatever platform, just be ambiguous, remember?
Oh, well, you have to get your photos out there, ask for interaction, and in order to get a lead, you should either have like a landing page or somewhere you could collect their emails. You can even collect their emails if you don't have a landing page, to like messages on Facebook, DMs on Instagram, but basically just ask them, oh, if you want this, send me your email. For example, if you want to collaborate with me, send me your email in my DM, and that way you could collect the leads. And don't just like have the leads. If you want like long-term customers, like you said, I usually just like you have to be really nice to them. Don't just get the lead and then like stop talking to them. Especially like if you're selling a product and your customer actually gets the product, make sure you're like, oh, how did you like my product? If you're starting a business, this is going to be easier to keep track of. If you have a bigger business, you'll have to work out something with your team. But usually I ask them, how do you like the product? Is there something I need to improve on it? Stuff like that. But the question is getting leads. So yeah, post every day, more and more value. Develop something that'll capture your audience's attention, and make sure you leave that you want their email. So if you want this, I'll give you your email. If you want to go to my webinar, learn tricks and tips.
Tell them about sales.
Give me your
how to
email.
get sales after that. Tell them. Can you tell them about how to get sales? Because I see that you're leading to sales because you got the lead and then they get closer to you. So how do you get them to buy from you?
Well, I post a lot of. Well, in order for someone to buy from you, first they need rapport from you. Usually people don't just buy off of you when they see your page. They need to see that they could trust you, that they will actually receive their item or get value out of your product if you're selling a product. But let's just, for a purpose of this, I'm just gonna, since I own a swimsuit store, let's just talk about a product. They need to know that your product is nice, good quality, a lot of people are buying it, and it'll be shipped out to them in a timely manner. So the first thing I do is I put how long the shipping will be from my store, and I really focus on good quality shipping wise and customer service wise from my store, because that'll lead you to customers that'll keep going back to your store and purchasing from you. So I put 2 to 3 day shipping, and then what I do is I have a lot of girls when they purchase my product, I ask them to okay, she's good. I asked them to what was I saying? Oh, I asked them to take a photo of wearing my product, or like a review or something, a testimonial. So in that way, I could put that on my website. One, I have a tab for like all my customers who've worn my product. So I have rapport, showing that my customers like my product and they take pride in it since they're wearing it in an Instagram photo. And then I also have value to give out on my Instagram to post daily saying, oh, this and that is wearing one of my swimsuits. Use a code blank like for 25% off. Always like give a deal that people will find irresistible, so they could lead you to your page, browse your stuff, and they're not necessarily going to buy right off the bat, but if people who keep returning onto your page will most likely keep on buying. So yeah, that's just a basic of getting sales.
Nice. Thank you so much.
All right,
That was great. That was awesome. You guys take notes on that, hopefully. So, like I said, we're gonna be here every day. I'm gonna do my best to be here. I'm gonna do an inner circle recording, a team recording, a selling event, so I can show you about teams, and then I'm gonna do one on culture, how to grow people, how to keep people around, when people want to be around you and stuff. So take a quick break right there. Gotta write something down. Hope you're taking notes too. I got my Mac right here. This is all right. Aw, the baby wants to buy. Just kidding. Okay, cool. So here's what you want to do, guys. You have a production. Here's a formula. It's like you go to school. I don't know if you like math. I didn't really like math, but this is a little different. We're not using numbers all the time. We're using words. So just listen. There's always like new people. You know, there's always new people in your business. There's always like a new strategy that works. So like I said, you want to focus on one or like a couple, so you could master that. So don't get stuck and let your dreams get behind because of a strategy. Okay, choose a strategy that's gonna work. And if a strategy seems too much for you, choose another strategy. There's plenty of strategies that work. There's plenty of people for you that work too. Okay, if somebody comes into your organization and leaves, let them leave. If they want to come back, let them come back. As long as they're good people, it doesn't matter. But don't deal with people that give you BS, okay? Deal with your lifestyle how you want it to be. So you want to do this. You want to make sales every day. You want to build your business every day. But here's the thing. 1, make sales daily. 2, you have people in your systems. Like 2, if you don't have a system, then you can kind of like use mine. I have one in Empower Network, but I'm also kind of creating one that's a lot smaller that the small guy could use to make some money now. And 3, you gotta build culture. So here's the thing: the system is gonna sell them, it's gonna get them leads, it's gonna get you leads, it's gonna get you a team, it's gonna get you customers, like I said. So what that's gonna do is that. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You also have to grow them. You have to grow them through culture. So how do you do that? You have culture. You have personal development. You have influential people helping the people. The top guys help the guys who don't have much. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build culture and keep people around. Because if you're always just going through a system and teaching people how to make a business, like lead sales, because this stuff could get tiring, to be honest, lead sales and all this stuff. But you need culture. You need people who are influential, who make it fun for everybody, who teach everybody, you know, in a way where like people aren't like burdened with all these words, because there's so many strategies. You know what I'm saying? And then once you do that, if you get sales day, if you get sales every day, if you know how to build a team, through systems, then you get culture, and then you get culture and grow them. That's as much as I can say for that, to be honest. Remember, we're always building the beliefs in others, you know? Like right now, how do you build beliefs in others? I'm going to give you guys a resource, but you guys got to buy it. It's like $30. The product is, it's an Instagram product where they actually like, we're going to give you guys the likes and followers, real ones through a system-based thing, like an automated-based thing that we have, and we work on it also. So, but the thing that does is it gives you likes and it gives you popularity marketing. But so what the good thing about that is that people are gonna start coming back and forth for you. But the cool thing is that will unlock a product, and I'm gonna show you how to change the beliefs. The beliefs. Ooh, look at my cute book. You put water in her head?
Yeah, I'm turning the air conditioner.
Whenever her head gets this hot, you gotta put water on her head, okay? That's what I'll be doing in the summertime. She's too small to be sweating like that. She's inside, you know? She's indoors. She needs to be cool. So yeah, so that's my baby. So how do you build beliefs? Like I said, if you buy the product, I'll show you. And that's my gift. That's not the product itself. That's my gift. So some people might want to buy the product just because of the gift, and that's okay. The marketing is very useful also, trust me. But you kind of have to trust me because I'm telling you to do this anyway. So if you're listening and taking notes, this is what I'm telling you to do anyway. My little monkey. She's my monkey. Let me see. Let me carry it real quick. Let me carry it. She might be like a little monkey. Right? All right. So yeah. So right now, let me go into a little spiel of how you can change beliefs. Right now, I'm holding my daughter, and I'm so happy that I'm home. I'm working on my business with my daughter. And this was my dream, guys. This is what I wanted to do, and here I'm doing it. And yeah, it's cool. So you could do something cool too. You know, you could choose whatever you want to do and make it happen. Right there, I'm just increasing your beliefs, because that right there is going to make you. Because that right there is going to make you want to work all this stuff. Some of this stuff could be a little like, you know, could be a little, you know, like tough. And it's not a little tough, actually. Some of this stuff is really hard, man. But if you got a big dream, like, you'll make it. Like, because you just keep that vision in your mind of what you really want to do. And I promise you, you're actually going to get there. So, changing your beliefs right there. And what does this mean? This means that you're capable of greatness. That all these stories you've heard on history and history books, that they're real. And you're a person too. You're a real person. And you can do this. Like even Jesus said, you can actually do greater things than me. And if you know anything about Jesus, he's a man, bro. Like he did so much. So go out there in your business and be like Jesus and start healing people left and right. You know, start preaching the word. Like start teaching others what you got. You know, tell them about your product. Preach the word. Make it cool. Make it fun. Tell stories. Stories are phenomenal. Because when you tell a story about your product to a group of people, they'll actually respond to you. But if you be too specific, some people won't. So be a little more ambiguous. Be a little bit more than what you are now. It's the truth. It's the truth, guys. Be more than what you are now. Raise your standards. All right, I believe you could do it in your life, in your beliefs, and what you and what you could do in the future. And one day you can do your dreams. I don't know if it's you want to travel, if you want to work out all day and build muscles, and like so you have a system automated for you, so you could be like this big bodybuilder. Hey, that's good for you. If you want to have a child and be home or whatever, if you want to practice martial arts, if you want to make music all day long, you could have a system built for you. You know, because this stuff after a while it becomes like fun because you have a purpose to help others. So you gotta make sure you're in alignment with what you want to do. Because if you want to make music all day and then you start teaching others about something random, that's how I did at the beginning, and I didn't like it because it wasn't really random, but the strategies I was teaching them and the way I was doing it wasn't in alignment with what I was wanting to do, and I thought I was doing what I had to do, and it discouraged me, and I realized that I just have to keep alignment all the time with all the new people and all the new strategies, have freedom, and teach others to do the same, so we can have a good community of people out here where we can make friends. We can learn new strategies, right? We can meet each other, all that cool stuff, right? Now, what is this an example of? This is like a little school, guys. This is like a school where you can come over here and you can learn something new, I'm not the only guy who's going to be teaching you stuff here. My wife was teaching you some stuff also. I'm going to be giving you audios and stuff so you guys can learn from other people. And when you buy the product, right, that I'm telling you right now, we're only working on one thing. It's Instagram, right? The thing is Instagram, and we have products starting at $10. And actually, some of them are. One thing is free. You can go to the email and get it for free. It's a whole bunch of tools you can use for your business, but it's not really the likes and followers. Yeah, for likes and followers, we start at $10 and we go all the way up to like 45, or no, we go all the way up to $60. We're keeping it simple. I'm in companies where they charge us $3,000 for stuff, and it's really good stuff. And I'm actually taking some of that stuff and applying it to what I do and applying it to the way I teach you. It's not the same exact stuff. It's a little bit of a mix that I made up for myself and you guys because I'm very creative. I like to do things my way. It's my business, so I hope you listen to what I'm saying. It's my business. I do things my way. I want you to do things your way because it's your business. See what I'm saying? But always be humble and be willing to learn, What is your way? The way that you're meant to do it in. That is the way that is yours. So what do you feel like you're meant to do? And then align yourself with that in your business. That's how you keep long-term customers because people are always going to be like, damn, this guy's consistent. He knows what he's doing. Da, da, da. And right now I'm just going through a little run through of what I'm going to give you guys. If you guys get the $30 product, it's a formula, like a formulaic approach of changing people's beliefs in themselves. And it's almost scientific, but I swear it's going to change your beliefs like you would not imagine. It's going to give you faith in yourself. So some people are a little bit negative about what I'm saying. And if you are, then you shouldn't be because I know that like you're here because you want to grow and you like don't want to work that much maybe, or like maybe you want to like get everything for free or something. I gotta tell you, man, if I did that for you, you wouldn't grow. If I told you that that's what you had to do, then you wouldn't grow. You're not gonna. So I can't allow you to think that anymore. I mean, you can think that, but I can't allow you to think it's okay to believe that I'm going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm always going to tell you that you have to work on it. I'm always going to tell you how to think about this stuff, So, but it's okay because I believe in you because I know that everything you do has a positive intention or else you wouldn't be here. There's something about you right now that is great. Something about you that's phenomenal, guys. All of you. And I believe in your dreams. I believe you can achieve what you want. I believe it because I've seen other people do it. I believe it because I can relax now. I can actually have like a breath now. Before I was always like so anxious and so I felt so much pressure about what I was doing. And now it's like it tuned down by like so much, It's like because I believe in myself so much that I know that I can teach you guys what you need to learn. And that's why I believe you guys should follow me on this road that I'm always aligning myself with what I want to do. And my main thing is to teach you guys how to build your businesses. as forever. You know what I'm saying? So get on these hangouts, bring your friends and stuff. And I'm actually gonna do another hangout right now on how to be with your teams, right? How to build systems and processes and build them like a church. Like for example, in the Bible, after Jesus Christ died, Peter was the leader. It sounds funny. Peter was the leader, and he met up with all his people, and they all like in like one meeting, they gave out responsibility to people, and they all went out there and preached the word. So in this thing, I want to get a group of people here, give you guys all responsibility so you guys can go sell your products. And then they met up again, right? Again, they did it really fast. They only met up like 2 or 3 times, and then they met up again, like a big event. I'm talking about. They only made like 2 big events, 3 big events, and on that event, they gave out responsibility again on a higher level, and they started distributing leadership. And that leadership, they had them go to different countries to preach the word and to build churches. And they did that, and they went all over the world. So I'm here. This is the first one. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do that. How with the information you get, you can go and you can become the leader you're supposed to be, and go out there in the world, in the marketplace, because social media is like the world. And go out there and build your business. I'm going to give you the tools and resources to make it a little bit easier on you. But I'm telling you, if you think it's going to be easy, you're in for it. You might as well not even come if you think it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy. This is for the people who want to work, who want to make something successful. The stuff I'm going to give you to make it easier for you is not going to do the work for you. So I'm going to make it easier for you is not going to be like, oh, this is the boss, so I'm going to let the boss work for me while I make some money. No, you are the boss, and those little things are there to help you, so you always got to be on check. But it's very easy if you're that person. If you're that person I just referred to, then this stuff is easy. So in other words, I'm saying, if you think this is easy, it's going to be hard. But if you think this is hard, this stuff will be easy. So I'll see you at the next event. Take care. It's going to happen like in an hour or half an hour. Peace.